Oh, well, in the world of Hollywood, you ready to scream? David Zaslav is set to receive more than $550 million in compensation related to Warner Brothers Paramount merger. And there's some reporting that this could be as high as $887 million. So he is set to become one of the few billionaire CEOs who did not start his own company, did not start a product that then led to this billionaire status for him. He is simply the guy who helped to facilitate multiple major mergers and consolidation. His legacy is redesigning the HBO logo multiple times, of devaluing HBO as a premier channel, and losing Warner Brothers Discovery a lot of money, of being a man who hates art and hates artists and has no fucking respect, considering the fact that he is CEO of a major studio and streaming platform. And he's going to be rewarded with a shit ton of compensation. On Monday, Warner Brothers Discovery disclosed the estimated amounts of compensation for each of WBD's named executive officers related to Paramount's $111 billion takeover of Warner Brothers Discovery, also referred to as golden parachute compensation. Zaslav is set to receive $34.2 million in cash severance, $517 million in equity, and $44,000 in continued health coverage reimbursement benefits. This motherfucker gets health coverage reimbursement benefits. In addition, he could receive additional payments for tax reimbursements under his agreement with WBD. WBD put an estimate of $335 million for his tax reimbursement. However, that figure was calculated assuming an effective deal closing on March 11th, 2026. Under IRS rules, the actual amount will significantly decline with the passage of time. For example, based on current estimates from WBD's outside tax advisors, if the Paramount WBD closing were to occur in 2027, no tax reimbursement payment would be expected to be made to Zaslav. Last month, Zaslav sold $114 million worth of WBD stock after Paramount won the bidding war for the company. I will tell you, too, I have a lot of friends who have had to exit Los Angeles, who have had to leave the entertainment industry behind, have had to give up their careers because they are no longer viable, because they can no longer afford to remain in a city like LA in an industry that has been in decline. So reckoning that with the news that David Zaslav is going to be compensated in the most grotesque, it just so grotesquely, so sickening to see how this man has only contributed in negative ways to this industry and is continuously just gets richer and richer. JB Perrette, CEO and president of Global Streaming and Games, is set to receive $142 million. Chief Revenue and Strategy Officer Bruce Campbell will get an estimated $121 million. And Gerard Zeeler, president of International, is set to receive $82.6 million. These are top Warner Brothers Discovery execs. WBD said the amounts quantified, and meanwhile, thousands of people will lose their jobs. WBD said the amounts quantified in the section outlining the golden parachute compensation are estimates based on multiple assumptions. and that the actual amounts of any that may be paid or become payable to directors and executive officers may materially differ from such estimates. For example, Paramount has said it expects the WBD deal to close in the third quarter of 2026. The company has agreed to pay a ticking fee of 25 cents per share to shareholders for every quarter that the deal isn't completed. In that event, the value of the equity that Zaslav and the other named executives receive in the combined company would be higher. So that's more of the 887 million number. So I was reading from the writers' union that is entering in, that they are in negotiations or set to begin negotiations with the studios, and the executive team has indicated that they are going to be staunch in what they are asking for, considering the fact that these companies have billions of dollars to spend on these mergers, and that people like David Zaslav are being compensated to the tune of potentially almost $1 billion. So the WGA team is like, yeah, we're going to lay out our demands for better residual structure, for better protection in regards to AI. And this time, if the studios and streamers try to say, oh, we just don't have the money, which is what they said last time. Do you remember when Bob Iger of Disney said, well, these writers and actors, they're asking for too much. We're just small beans. We're broke boys over here. Okay, really? Because we can all see these massive multi-billion-dollar deals that are happening. And yet the people who do the labor to ensure that your businesses have films and shows and entertainment and media properties, there's not enough money. Yeah, we can't afford to give anyone a raise. Sadly, we would love to. We would love to, but
for almost 50,
we simply can't.